Hey, what's going on? Disillusioned here. You know, I have a few complaints about how some of these shippers handle loading us. In particular, I'm flatbed, so when I have to put my axles together and I can't explain to them how to load my truck properly, or if they don't care, it starts really eating me inside. I have literally been stuck in Kentucky for, well, since Friday. I tried to pick up a load on Friday. I got there, I weighed in, we went and got pulled into the dock, and the first thing they do, after I tell them that I'm not split, is they go and grab themselves a coil, one of two, going on my trailer, and it weighs 24,160. And I kindly explained to them that, hey, you know, if you put a second one of those coils on there, I'm not going to be able to take it. Sure enough, they throw it on there. He makes up some lame excuse saying, oh, well, we weighed you coming in. Our computer can't overload you. So you're saying that me, with a calculator, is smarter than your computer. That's what you're telling me. It's absolutely absurd. So I get loaded up, I have to strap, I have to tarp before I can even go to their scale. And I pull around, sure enough, 80,180 as a gross, over 36 on the trailer axle, and pretty much maxed out on my drives. And I go inside. She tries to hand me the bill. Everything good? No, everything's not good. The funny thing is, I had to come out to the truck. I had to stay in the truck after I got weighed. I pulled to the side, and I just had to let loose, because I knew if I went in there, I would have absolutely exploded on them. I said things, I know, I came out here and I was just like, oh my God, I am just a stupid trucker. I don't know anything. You're right, your computer is smarter than me. And I just went off in this truck for at least 10 minutes before I was even able to walk inside to even handle her. But like I said, I did, told them it was a problem. They won't take any weight off because of, I guess, the receiver was wanting that exact weight and that exact weight only. I ended up having to give up the load entirely, which I had to pull back. I wasn't even allowed to wait till the next morning. Super cranky, super tired. I had to pull around, get unloaded. About 1 o'clock in the morning, I was able to pass out. That was my weekend run. That was everything. And coming off the holiday season, you know, pretty much we're still in the hole. It was just not a good day. And I just don't understand. Oh, and here's the kicker right here. Even though I was 8180, they try to say that, oh, I was legal because there's an APU rule saying that I got 500 extra pounds. The funny thing is, where I was going, California, does not even accept that rule. And right now, yeah, I'm in Kentucky, so Kentucky doesn't even accept that rule, and it's North Carolina as well. But the funny thing is, their own state doesn't allow for that rule. So I don't understand with some of these shippers. Like, they just act like we don't know what we're talking about. They act like they just act like they know everything. And like I said, I got unloaded and whatever, that's my weekend run. It sucks. We went and had chicken wings and parked up for the weekend. It sucks. You just, in those situations, you just literally have to just try to find something else to do to get your mind off. You know, go have a beer, go have some wings, go have some food at the pub, you know, something. And all fine and dandy. Luckily, I was able to get, you know, layover pay for 2 days for their goof up and all that good stuff. And it's absolutely ridiculous. Fast forward to Monday. I get a load. Load up at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, okay? get here early. Cool, they don't get me in till that time, and it's to be expected with a lot of these union-based or, you know, big business, big steel companies. I get it. I won't say any names of any companies, just I'm not going to ruin any relationships, but so we pull in. They tell me, first of all, when I get there, they hit me with a whammy saying that I need 4x4 8-foot dunnage, which I don't have, which I'm with Prime, so we don't actually have those. Yes, the funny thing is we can carry those, but at the same time, it's such a pain in the butt to sit there and take those things on and off the trailer every time you switch a trailer. That's one thing that's the one, like, my only complaint about Prime is I wish we had a dedicated trailer to us, but I understand why we don't. I mean, a lot of our loads, you know, some of our bread and butter loads are, you know, drop and hook, even on the flatbed side. It's kind of weird, but basically I had to go to Lowe's and buy $65 worth of wood and come back, even though I feel like that should have been provided by them. I mean, it's really not that big of a deal. And so I get back and we start lining up the wood for I was picking up tubing. So I tell them the situation. Guess what? I have to be that guy again. I tell them I'm going to Cali. The second attempt from Kentucky to Cali. The thing about it is, so I get in position, we start loading up, I tell them, I push it far forward as I can, and it was beautiful. It was beautiful. I have an onboard scale for my drives, so that's what I usually base off everything, and as long as I can push enough weight after I calculate how much weight they're going to put on, I can then calculate how much weight I need on my drives where I should be Gucci on the back. So we get it good, okay? 33.7 according to the onboard. Now that's, you know, I was a little off, but you know, it's around good ballpark. I've calibrated this thing pretty good. I calculate 33.7 on the drives. I mean, just shy of 46 grand for the total load. You know, I'm not going to do the full calculation again, but just roundabout in my head, the easiest thing for me to do is know that I need it between 33 and 34. I can go over in a later video of how I do this in my head. It's quite simple. A lot of people know it, but I can kind of share the information with you as well. But I think that I put 33.7. I have pretty much full fuel. I'm ready to go. We get strapped. We get tarped. Nearest weigh scale is 40 miles away. No big deal. You know what? It's okay, because I think that I have it. I know that I have it. If you told me you put 45,964, 46 grand on the trailer, I have 33.7 according to my, I'm good. I'm absolutely good. I basically wanted to high five the guy. You know, he helped me out. And I leave, I go 40 miles, and sure enough, let's get this and see where you can see it. Ooh, okay, that's a little weird. You can see it, can't you? There we go. So you got 11,480, not a big deal. 33,560. I was pretty close. Let's see, 34,560 with a, you know, a total of 79,600. Legal on the gross. Trailer axle while together is not legal. The funny thing is, if you look at these numbers, while there could be some fuel burning stuff involved to get me to where I need to be, maybe, which I'll be running on, you know, probably a half a tank all the way there, which would suck. which is one thing I'm not really willing to do, but it's all good. But no, I'm filled up. It's not fair of me to sit here and sit in the parking lot and burn half a freaking tank. But as you can tell with 560, there's no way for me to distribute the weight to the drives without making that overweight too. And the way there's light bundles, there's heavy bundles. So really, even if I started trying to do the game when I'm switching them around, it just, there's nothing. Here's my thing, okay? They're finally, because they said yesterday they wouldn't take any product off, and because obviously the customer is expecting it, just like the other place. Just super annoying. So they're handling that situation now, okay? And yeah, they're finally going to take one thing off, and then I need 560 pounds. Let's go back real quick, okay? With this total. And maybe some of your veterans would know right off the bat what's going on here. 45,964 plus, let's be generous. I'll be generous. 32,500 empty weight, right? You add those two together. You get less than my gross number. Where did that extra 1,000+ pounds come from? And do not tell me it came from that lumber, because that's no bueno. So basically, their numbers are not. And here's where the beginning of the rant starts. When I'm going somewhere who's going to heavy load me, and yeah, if I was spread axle, that would have been fine. But the thing about it is, if you're going to load me heavy, at least be accurate to a T on your weight for your product. That's my thing. That's my whole thing. Like, there should be a rule to where if you're not dead on, I'm getting paid, because it's always me that's divvying out the dough. Okay, I have to go to the weigh station. You're not losing anything, because I'm gonna have to drag my little butt all the way back over here. Prime's not losing anything. Well, I mean, they're losing possible gain, and they're still gonna end up getting their load there and still make money. I'm the one that's not gonna make money. True story. It's the downfall of lease operator, owner op, whatever you want to call it. Like, it sucks, and it sucks having it happen multiple times. I wish there was some kind of rule set for these people who are gonna load you heavy. If a company who loads light loads you with a few extra pounds, it's not really gonna make a big deal. But when you got a company who's gonna absolutely max you out, oh, even with spread axle, oh, we're gonna load you with 48 grand. You better be dang sure that all your numbers are absolutely correct. Or if you are one of these heavy haulers, you need to have a scale on site. And some of these people do. It's funny because they'll barely even let you use it. There's one place we grab coils from. Coming out, I'll check a whole weight, and he'll hurry you off the scale. And then in my own head, I'm like, no, screw you. I'm gonna pull forward a little bit and check each axle real quick, and just just jot down some notes real quick and make sure I'm good everywhere. Oh no, this one place, they won't even let you do that. They will push you off that scale. This old man will come out and start yelling at you, and it'll be a big fiasco. And anyway, getting back to the point, I'm so frustrated. I'm sorry. I want to leave Kentucky, and I just seem to not. I seem to not be able to do that. But hopefully, in the next hour or so, what time is it here? Sorry, it's almost 10:30. They're gonna pull me in finally here, probably in the next hour, and hopefully there is a small bundle above the axle, the trailer axle, that maybe they could take off. Maybe it's 600 pounds. I don't know. That's the thing though. Do I trust them? Do I trust them? Like, they sit there and said that their product was 46 grand, and obviously it was like 47, 48. So, not to mention I have to go another 40 miles to the scale again. I don't know. I just thought I'd come in and share with you. By the way, brand new. This actually, I don't know what order you'll see these videos in. This actually is my very first recording. And I hope you stay tuned, hope you subscribe. I got an Instagram as well. I'm just starting up. I appreciate the support. And that's all there is to it. Y'all take care. All right, bye-bye.